So here we are, the Food Show channel is at the NRA Show 22 in Chicago, Illinois, USA. It's been offline for 2 years due to COVID, and we're now back, and so everyone's really excited to be here finally, once again, in person in Chicago. So at this show, we are going to cover Kitchen Innovation Award winners, the Food and Beverage Innovation Award winners, and also have a lot of great interviews with you, including one with Andrew Zimmern, which is what we look forward to. That'll be later in the video, so stay tuned for that. And we're going to have a lot of great interviews and discussions with people here at the show who are providing great products and services for your restaurant. And also, if you're a home chef, this is a great show for you as well. There's a lot of good, cool stuff here to watch. So let's go check it out. Well, you've got this burger here that we've already tasted, and we're at some of the other guys we won't mention, and I feel as though this is a little bit better. I think
it's significantly better, to be honest, but I'm a little biased.
Yeah, it was a good burger, I would say.
Yeah.
And what do you think? There's no secret sauce. It's about the it's about the ingredients and how you make this thing.
In particular, there are three things that I believe make our product differentiated. First is the two novel technologies that we've developed. One is Himami, which is the bovine myoglobin, which gives the meaty flavor and aroma. Apotex, which is a textured fiber that mimics the properties of connective tissue. So think about ground meat.
Yeah.
It's not just the muscle. It's got the other things in it.
Right.
And then third, we have a great culinary team that really knows how to design and formulate food. So those three things allow us to create really differentiated products.
Yeah. So, but to be 100% clear on this is 100% plant-based.
Absolutely.
Okay, because when you say bovine in that first.
That product is made in fermentation by yeast.
Yeah, interesting.
It's not
I'll
animal.
tell you, it's fascinating what's going on now. You know, the money's coming into this industry, and the research it's like this little Manhattan project of plant-based foods going on here.
Yep.
And everyone's coming out with all this new stuff.
Absolutely.
So you've got the burgers, and do you have any other products in the lineup, or do you want?
Well, we have the two ingredients that we sell to B2B, to companies that want to improve their products, and now we're selling unbranded beef, and we'll be selling pork and chicken all by the end of the year or early next year.
Okay, so food service and retail?
Well, we don't go direct retail. We sell to partners that go to retail themselves, mostly through ingredients. And some of them may want to take just the final products that we develop. So, and then soon to come will be cheese.
Cheese is coming.
Cheese is coming.
Cheese is really improved in this category.
The cheese is still terrible in this category. Come on. Oily, starchy paste. Come on.
Okay.
Ours melts and stretches.
Okay.
Go to our website and see, and soon you'll be tasting a melty, stretchy cheese.
And it's all plant-based.
All plant-based.
It's just a miracle.
Based on a unique corn protein that we've identified through a partnership that you can put into a plant-based cheese system, and it'll make it melt and stretch like a mozzarella, a Monterey Jack, a cheddar.
So if I wanted to come out with Chris's plant burgers, I could come to you and
you could. We could help you make a great burger, and we could help you put a great cheese on top.
I might just do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
We'd be a great partner to you.
Yeah, awesome. I might just look into it. This thing was really delicious.
Thank you so much.
This is really, really good stuff. So what we're going to do is, folks, check the timestamp below to get in touch with these guys, and we're also going to put the email address, your website address down on the screen here as well. Check these guys out. And go into the burger business with these guys. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Jonathan, thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
So these are good for cafes, good for markets, and then these are like great for chefs where they're using a lot of chocolate at once.
Yeah.
Throw it in a warm water bath, and then you're good to go.
Come on down here, Connor. Take a shot of that. This looks fantastic. Look at this. These are food service bags here. Throw them in hot water, you said?
Yep, hot water.
And just open them up and you can, boom, you can use them.
Yep.
And then these are more for retail here?
Yep, those are just some chocolate bars. Those can also be melted, but just put them in warm water for about 1 minute and 30 seconds, or a cup of hot coffee. Drizzle them over your favorite pastries.
Really nice, really nice. And here you're sourcing Tanzania.
Oh yeah, all over the world.
The originator country, Peru, right?
Yep. The Peru is going to taste like red wine and red berries.
Okay.
The Tanzanian's going to have like a blueberry note to it.
Yeah.
The Colombia is going to be your more traditional dark chocolate.
Yeah.
And then this is going to be real nice and stouty.
Beautiful. It's lovely.
Helmut.
Helmut.
Good southern name.
Ja, Deutsche ist gut, oder? Ja.
Natürlich.
So, Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
And your
number one chocolate in America.
Number one, it is a delicious chocolate.
I agree.
Being from San Francisco? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a must have, yeah.
That's a part of it. And what is your position with the company?
I'm the corporate chef.
You're the corporate chef, so you're responsible for developing?
But mainly for ideations and stuff. Like we have a different team with chocolate.
Yeah.
Does all that stuff. So I'm not part of that. That's a different ideation. This all the ideation. What can you do with Ghirardelli?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Right. And
we just came out with a food service oriented line up there on the shelf.
Okay. More convenient.
More convenient. And cocoa butter and cocoa.
Okay.
More geared towards the chef, the pastry chef.
Yeah. Pastry chef and it's such popular things. You guys don't have a little thing?
No, it's healthiest shot of the week.
I know, but I was in Da Nang and all the Koreans went there to vacation and the stores were all Korean stores and I bought a bag of kimchi. I swear to God, I'd been eating this terrible kimchi all my life. But you went there and it was fresh, delicious,
spicy?
crunchy. Not too
spicy. Yeah, the crunch is what's important, I think. You gotta have that crunch.
It's much like this.
Nice.
Much like this.
No.
You guys got it.
You're gonna get the footage.
You guys got it. It's much like this.
Oh yeah, you want a taco?
Classic kimchi.
Sure.
Street
We're doing
tacos.
some street tacos today.
Best way to eat them.
What's the protein though?
It's chicken. Picked it up at BB Bop.
See right here.
Winter melon, which is right there. That's the core ingredient.
Yeah.
And then it only has 9 other ingredients.
This is the core ingredient for this tuna right here?
Yes. It's plant-based. It's a winter melon. It's big in Asian cultures, but they are normally use it as a warmed fruit with sweet. And so they are not familiar with it, using it as a savory ingredient.
Very nice. Ah, interesting. And then these are we're going to taste this mushroom. This is a
Shitake mushroom.
This is shiitake.
Yep, naturally grown in forests of Japan. So you have that flavor of oak, and the texture is totally different.
Folks, that is fantastic. You haven't had a mushroom until you've had this.
Wait till you get that soup.
Wow.
It's a minestrone soup, so please try that too.
Okay. It is so good.
Right here.
Oh, that's the thing. Got to get to Japan, right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm. So beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So it's been grown in the mountain, the cleanest water, the cleanest air, and the right amount of water. So that makes the perfect shiitake mushroom.
It's a brilliant product.
Thank you so much.
Really delicious.
I'm glad to hear that.
And so this is going to be for restaurant consumption in the United States?
Restaurant or retail.
Or retail.
And each product we sell, this is through Amazon. We have the recipe booklet.
Yeah.
And on the front, we have the recipe video QR code.
Beautiful.
So it's easy. Like,
Nice.
if you want to make this, we also have that recipe in there.
Excellent packaging.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? It's really nice. Timestamp. Do you want to get in touch with this man to get these absolutely amazing shiitake mushrooms from Japan? It's really wonderful stuff.
That's the CEO, who's the marketing pro.
He's got the mushroom head.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. No, yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah, I actually have it in a bag as well.
You got it in the bag?
Yeah, how this product.
2005. We did the first romaine hearts for the entire industry.
So that's how.
Yeah, this is our
So is this for?
packages.
So this is for retail consumer.
Yes.
Okay, and then you've got also packaging boxes for.
Yeah, we have it in this is a liner, and then we also have our 30-pound big Napa cabbage.
Right.
These are the hearts. These are
Beautiful stuff. So, Preston, what makes Tillamook cheese? Why is the flavor so unique with Tillamook cheese? I mean, it's a great cheese. You've been eating it for decades. What's the story?
Yeah, so Tillamook cheese has its own proprietary cultures. So we have our cultures specially made in Tillamook, and we use that to make our cheese. Our cheese is also heat shocked and not pasteurized. And so in order to do that, we have to age our cheese a minimum of 60 days. We actually age our cheese a minimum of 75 days. Normally when it gets to the customer, it's about 120 days old, and that's our youngest cheese. From there, we have a 9-month sharp, we have a 15-month extra sharp, 2-year extra sharp, all the way up to our Maker's Reserve cheese, which extends out to a 10-year cheese.
Okay.
So
Okay, wow. So again, the pasteurization difference was what again?
it's heat shocked instead of pasteurized.
Okay, and you have proprietary enzymes? You say?
Cultures.
Cultures.
Yes.
Proprietary. So nobody can really duplicate that?
No, nobody can duplicate our cultures in the world. It's unique to Tillamook only.
And the Tillamook dairy is in Tillamook, Oregon, correct?
Yes, Tillamook, Oregon. Yep, we're a co-op, so we're owned by 80 plus farming families that are almost exclusively based in Tillamook, Oregon.
Yeah.
So you go to Tillamook and there's more cows than people. It's a beautiful place.
Right on the coast.
Right on the coast.
I gotta go. It's beautiful.
Yes. Come on out.
Okay, everybody, I'm here with Kevin from Magnesol. Hey, Kevin.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Tell us a little bit about Magnesol and how it works.
So Magnesol's been around for over 35 years. We manufacture in the United States, Europe, and China for the food service industry. So Magnesol is simple. During the filtration process of your oil, you add Magnesol either in the filter pan or into the oil. You run it through a mechanical filter, and what it does is cleans the oil on a not just getting the dissolved impurities out, but also all the crumbs, everything that leads to oil degradation.
Yeah.
So instead of throwing your oil out every 2, 3, 4 days, you throw it out 8, 10, 12, 14 days. So you have a sweet spot where your food is more consistent,
Okay.
tastes better, smells better, feels better, all the organoleptics, and at the same time you're saving a ton of money because you're extending that oil life and only changing it once every week to 2 weeks instead of every few days.
So that saves a boatload of money, I would think.
It really does, and improves the quality of the fried food at the same time.
That's fantastic. So you have a little demonstration thing here. What is this? This shows the different. You can get in close to it, Connor, and take a shot of that.
That shows a little bit about just how oil degrades, and that's Magnesol at the top. You can see on day 6 the color of the oil is still very light, where typically on day 3 and then after it really starts to deteriorate without the use of Magnesol.
So the lower level is without Magnesol.
Correct.
Yeah, without. There it is. There. Yeah. Fantastic. So Magnesol itself, what is the compound that it is?
It's a synthetic magnesium silicate.
Okay.
It is a food grade item recognized as safe by the FDA.
Okay.
We're approved in 107 different countries. So it's actually registered as a food additive, so it is 100% safe.
Yeah.
And it doesn't actually stay in the oil. It gets filtered out during the process.
I see.
And then at the end of the night, you just throw it out with your filter paper.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That sounds like a great product to me.
The product's amazing. We have a huge customer base, and it continues to grow.
Awesome. Sounds like a great success story.
I love Magnesol.
Yep. Good. Thank you very much, Kevin. Hey, this is Tina Payne from Earthborn Studios.
Right.
And how are you, Tina?
Doing great.
Great.
Doing great.
Tina, you've got some beautiful stuff here. How long have you been doing this?
Man, I've been doing it since the early 70s.
Early 70s.
Yeah.
Well, you're
I'm self-taught.
Self-taught. Go
Yeah.
on.
So I've always loved it. I can't get enough of it, and how I got into the restaurant business was I just wanted to make more pots. I just wanted to find a way to make more pots, and I did not realize how well it was going to take off and how far it was going to go.
Awesome. Yeah, you have some really unique stuff, I think, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So, tell us about how you source your clay.
All right, so the clay I use is a very high iron content clay, and it is super durable. The most important thing is the coefficient of expansion between the clay and the glaze. If they don't shrink at the same rate, as the tension builds up in the vessel, and the least little bump releases that tension in the form of a chip or a crack. So our glazes are borosilicate glass.
Yeah.
We're mixing them, we're applying them to the clay, and when it fires and fuses on, it's totally just so strong, and so it doesn't scratch. It just really, really.
Yeah, I remember lifting it. Just the other day, I was lifting your platter, and it just has such a center of gravity to it. It's just amazing how this thing feels. It is solid, right?
Yeah, it is. It's very durable.
And I remember you telling me you call up customers that you've had for 10, 20 years, saying, how you doing? You want some more stuff? And they go, no, because the stuff is still around.
Still there.
It's still
there. It takes a beating to make it chip. And that's another beauty of the red clay body, is that the natural edge absorbs that chip and you don't see it.
Yeah.
But it's totally vitrified, so it's not going to harbor any bacteria.
I tell you know what you're talking about. It's
Well,
good.
I've done it for, I'm not going to say how many years.
That's okay.
It's just,
journeyman level. It's
right.
Good stuff. Really good stuff. Yeah, let's take a look at some of this stuff here. I mean, what do we call this? Look at this pretty piece here. Both of these are beautiful.
This is called a porridge bowl.
Okay.
I don't like to put blinders on people by naming it for a specific use.
Yeah.
And porridge is just obscure enough that people understand they can put anything in it.
Yeah.
This glaze we call Galaxy.
Just look at that It's a beautiful thing.
And it looks like you're standing on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise.
It does.
Going into warp speed.
That is fantastic. It's beautiful.
So all the glazes are designed to mix and blend and be compatible with one another.
So you have a nice setup here. That's fantastic. Okay. And then look at these plates up here. Absolutely beautiful stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Well, great, Tina. So, people can find you online at the website, which
That's
is...
right, earthbornpottery.net.
Earthbornpottery.net. And look at the timestamp below, people. We'll have a link, actually, to the website and the timestamp.
Okay.
And we'll do all of that. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all have a great day.
So this is a completely new, innovative product that we developed. We started with this development project for two years ago, and now we're about to launch this product in the US.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we have a distributor here, Gallery Cards, that are helping us with distribution.
I know Gallery Cards.
Yeah, you do.
Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Great company.
Great to hear. Great to hear.
Very good company.
Seems to be the right partner for us.
Yep.
So to describe this product really short is that, well, we have active heating, so you can, well, keep the food warm exactly as it should be.
Okay.
And as you can see down here, it's an ambient temperature.
This is going to be ambient temperature.
Exactly.
This is going to be heated temperature.
Exactly.
Well, I feel it's warm in here right now. Very nice. Nice and warm.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this can be a fixed. So this is, anyway, it's you get the energy from a battery. Let's see the battery real quick. Here it is.
You either plug it in.
Yeah.
With a 12-volt cigarette plug in your car.
Okay.
Or you use the rechargeable battery.
And this lasts for probably several hours?
Yeah, 4 to 5 hours.
4 to 5 hours, okay.
Exactly. So if we go to the back here.
Yeah.
So this is the control panel where you set the temperature. And you slide in the battery here.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So very good. And then we affix it. I see here a photo of a delivery person on a scooter.
Exactly.
And it goes on the back of the scooter or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So you have several options here.
Yeah.
You can mount it as we have done over here on an electrical motorbike.
That's so cool. Look at that. I love it.
Or you can use our universal mounting bracket, which you can see here. Just put it on top, slide it to place, and then you release it with this one.
Perfect. That's beautiful. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
This is a
So
really great solution.
we actually during COVID, when we were in lockdown, we took advantage of the time we had on our hands to develop a whole new platform, and we completely redesigned the platform from scratch. We now have the Ripple Maker 2 that you can see here. It's beautifully designed, very sleek, prints faster, has new sensors to it. Has a lot of customization capabilities. And we also developed a whole new series of extracts. So if you remember at Host, we had the coffee extract and we had the malt extract. Now we added the black carrot extract, which is very vibrant red color, beautiful for cocktails or milkshakes. So actually also our number one selling product during Valentine's Day. Everybody printed in red during Valentine.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and we developed the glow extract. You can see it here. So that extract, you can see it only under UV light. It's great for clubs and
that's fun.
Locations
That's a lot
with
of fun.
dark ambience. And our recent addition to the family of extracts is the new chameleon extract.
Yes.
And the reason we call it chameleon, because just like the chameleon, it changes color based on the drinks you're going to print it on. So it acts like a pH indicator. The pH of the drink changes the color.
That is clever.
It's very clever. We actually wrote a patent on that.
I love that.
And we control that with we control it with a base formula, so you can even get like bluish, purplish colors and mix them together. And the whole idea is we keep innovating in order to create more customer engagement, attract the customers' attention, and help our customers create more social media.
Absolutely. Can we see one of the pretty colors on this particular beverage? I think.
Yeah, I actually.
If you scroll up, can you have those patterns.
Here we can see the patterns, the colorful patterns.
Now those, that for example, is this machine able to do any of these?
Yeah, of course. Let's do that one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Be nice to see that. Here it goes. Up we go. And boom, we have a cartridge up there working much like an inkjet printer in a way. Same basic technology, I think.
Yeah, the technology is actually, as you said, it's inkjet printing with 3D mechanics.
Yes.
And using only natural extracts.
And there it
so
is.
we don't have any artificial ingredients, no food coloring.
To the moon.
To the moon.
To
And
the
beyond.
moon. And beyond.
And beyond.
So, Yossi, I'm a restaurant owner, let's say, a bar owner. How does this really benefit my business, the bottom line?
Excellent. So it benefits in 3 different ways. One is organic social media. Everybody wants to be on social media because that's the best marketing you can have now. And with Ripples, you basically you turn your customers to be your marketeers, because the moment you put something nice in front of people, they want to publish it. They want to share it with their friends.
They want to
so
share.
They take a picture of it, they will share it, they will tag you. And we also have a lot of tools to create customizations of the drink, so the brand of the restaurant is going to be out there.
Okay.
So one thing is marketing. This is an amazing way to get social media marketing. The second one is increasing sales. We have a lot of customers reporting to us that people are staying longer, they drink more, mainly when it comes to alcohol.
Channel coming on YouTube. Wanted to get you on it real quick.
Sure, no problem.
Awesome. So what's going on with the plant-based with you? You love it here? It's all good?
I think it's vitally important. Number one, we have to eat more plants. I mean, let's just start there.
Yep.
And if we can, as human beings, I'm a carnivore. I'm not giving up my, whole roasted chicken.
Indeed.
But, I am, all natural chickens raised the right way are expensive, right? So I roast one a week. And if I want a chicken sandwich, both for my waistline and for a sustainability practice, I finally found a plant-based chicken product in Tyndall that actually tastes like chicken and has the texture of chicken.
It's very good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And there's a great company, Good Catch is doing the same thing with fish, and there are lots of companies doing amazing plant-based stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can, as an eating community in the United States, if we could start doing, take a couple of plant-based meat meals a week, eat some vegan or vegetarian meals each week, add those in the diet. Just 4 or 5 meals a week out of 21.
Absolutely.
Right? We would reduce our reliance on these factory farms that are damaging not only to the animals, but damaging our environment. Those algae tides and blooms in the Gulf and in other estuarial environments like in the Chesapeake or out in the Pacific Northwest come from runoff from chemicals that are used on these farms, 99% of them. And yes, some come from factories that are dumping chemicals into river systems, but the majority are leaks built up over 30 years from these giant CAFO farms where cows and pigs and lambs are standing, ankle deep in their own muck.
Yep.
And I truly believe to solve the problems that we have created in our world, to solve the climate crisis, to solve our hunger equity issues so that every American knows where their meals are coming from, to solve so many of our social ills today. There is one of 12 things we can do, and that one thing is to eat more plants and plant-based products.
Okay.
So why not?
Right.
And I would, by the way, dare anyone to try some of the stuff that we're cooking here today and tell me it's not delicious and it doesn't, scratch your chicken itch.
I've been coming to the show for 17 years, and this food, plant-based, has just boomed in the last few years.
Yeah.
5 years ago?
Not so good.
Not so good. Now?
Do you know, it's funny. I mean, it's just like aquaculture, right? 30 years ago, farm-raised trout, farm-raised salmon was not only unsustainable, eating too much food to justify the weight that was harvested, but it was mushy and flaccid and didn't taste right. And you now taste, farm-raised trout from Riverence in Idaho, right?
Yeah.
Or, farm-raised salmon from Quaroy.
Open water cobia.
It's open water cobia. It's Pacifico, striped bass. I mean, I can keep going on and on and on. These companies have figured it out, and side by side with wild fish, you cannot tell the difference. And so the simple fact of the matter is that this is not something that we should be arguing about. I still enjoy, at some point this week, I'm going to have Copper River salmon at home. The fishery just opened, and I do that every year. But for the rest of the year, I'm eating farm-raised salmon because because it's delicious, and I believe it's one of many, many reasons that, or many things we need to do to solve our problem.
As long as the farmers are feeding them good food.
Well, that's correct, and thankfully, it used to be about 7-8 years ago, we'd gotten it from 20-1 down to about an 8-1 for salmon feed, right?
Okay.
And that was unsustainable.
Okay.
And about 7 years ago, several companies all cracked the code, and now it's 1 for 1.
Yeah.
And they're using fish brine, small fish, sardine and anchovy, bone and skin and stuff like that. They're purchasing these products, they're turning it into pellets. They now have robotic feed systems that don't flood that into the water. They only put what the fish will eat. It used to be that we would put, one fish for every cubic yard. Now it's 1 for every 2 cubic yards. So there's more space for them, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I've been down in these aquaculture farms on 4 different continents and seen them. The fish are not crowded, they're happy, they're swimming, the pens are gigantic, the currents are swift and cold, they're feeding them the right way, and the feed is 1-to-1, and the product is delicious. So why not? Why not? I'm not trying to tell people to never eat a wild fish. I'm just saying combine wild with aquaculture, with plant-based, and you then start to make a real dent in the problem children of our food system.
That's correct. And I'm a big fan personally of the Alaska seafood system.
Yeah, me too.
The red salmon up there. I mean, they just had the largest harvest in Bristol Bay last year.
That's right.
In 100 years.
That's right.
Because they manage it correctly.
That is correct.
And it's a good fish.
But here's the thing. If everyone descends on that, and we're going to do to them what we did to cod, half a generation ago. So why not enjoy that massive harvest from that year, right? I mean, look at what's happened with lobster. We're the same generation. 25 years ago, lobster was so expensive. I remember the harvests were small. starting about 10 years ago, they started getting into a boom decade,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
And now we're coming out of the boom decade because
Yep.
the water is warming and all the lobster is slowly marching north. So in another 10 years, Newfoundland and the eastern Canadian provinces, they're going to have a boom. We're going to be buying more lobster from Canada than we're producing in Massachusetts and New Hampshire and Maine, right? And that's just the way the environment is working. So it's going to start to get expensive again. So we should be seeking out food solutions that are alternatives and restore some balance to our planet. I think it's of vital importance.
Awesome. Andrew, thank you so much.
Sure, my
Appreciate
pleasure.
It. It's a good
Thanks.
question. Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
Fantastic. So, tell us about the machines. What have you got here?
Yeah, well, we're here in the Gruppo Cimbali booth.
Yeah.
Cimbali is the largest manufacturer of espresso machines in the world.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we're kind of unique in that here, this machine that we're standing in front of is what we consider to be a super automatic. So in the espresso machine world, there are two types of machines. Super automatics, where the machine does everything for you, and traditional machines where you have a trained barista who would grind, tamp the beans, make the drink the traditional way.
Done that.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of my first jobs.
Me too.
As a kid in high school, growing up in Connecticut.
But it's part of the art, but never mind.
Right. Well, and the reality of our industry now is finding people to work is getting harder and harder. Training them is getting harder and harder. So what we've tried to do is automate as much of that as possible and to ensure that you get a consistently great cup of coffee. Because ultimately it is about the quality in the cup.
So the ultimate challenge, if I recall doing this back 30 years ago, was getting the foam right.
Getting the foam, that is hands down the most difficult part.
Yep.
If we can move over to one of these other machines, I'll give you a quick tour.
Absolutely.
So this machine, which is our most popular, it's called the S20. Actually what it does is it pulls the milk from a separate refrigerator. And so to make a drink, here, I'm going to train you how to make a drink.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All you do is put the cup under the spout, tap the screen.
Under the spout, tap the screen.
And now the screen works just like your smartphone. So you swipe right, swipe left, till you find the drink that you want.
Wow.
So what type of coffee do you drink?
This cappuccino looks good to me.
Okay, tap the button. Congratulations, you've been trained. That's all there is to it.
Well, let's see if you're going to fire me or not. Let's see.
No, not going to fire you.
No, okay, this is going to be the thing. Here it is.
So what the machine is doing is, now you hear the grinder going. So it's grinding the beans to make the coffee. And then it'll just drop the coffee into the milk.
My, folks, its time has arrived.
Yeah, we jokingly refer to it as a PhD, where PhD stands for push your dummy. Because it is idiot-proof and you get a consistently perfect cup of coffee every time.
Nice foam.
Yeah.
We'll say there's a nice foam on that. Now we're going to taste it. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice foam. And this is whole milk, obviously.
Yep, we're using whole milk, but it can use any kind of fluid milk.
Yeah.
And so it does the entire process for you. We call it a one-step machine.
Yeah.
Because you touch one button and it does one step. So now it's telling us we need to empty the grounds drawer because it doesn't want to get dirty.
See that there, yeah.
So when I take this out, what happens is now it tells you the ground drawer is removed, so you can't make a drink.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
John, truly amazing. I mean, this has really come a long way.
Yeah, the technology, what we can do now is remarkable.
Right.
These machines also have bi-directional Wi-Fi. So, for example, we have these machines on Princess Cruise Lines.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of weeks ago, I got a call, actually an email, let me close that so it's out of your way, from one of the engineers on a Princess ship that he was having a problem with his machine. From my computer, I was able to go into the software of the machine on the ship in the North Sea, diagnose what the problem was, tell him this is the part you need to replace. He writes back, goes, I don't have that part. Not a problem. Send me your itinerary. Okay, you're going to be back in this port on Thursday. We'll have a technician there to meet the ship to come on and replace the part.
Okay.
So the technology and what it can do, it's really remarkable.
Very well. Hey, I'm here with Chef Thad at Sterno. How are you, Thad?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Fantastic. Good. What do we got going on?
Well, we've got a lot of things going on at the show, but probably our biggest products that we're really pushing out to the folks who haven't been here in 2 years, including us, is something called Speed Heat. And Speed Heat was developed for the drop-off catering industry. But we also find that traditional caterers like to use it too. So the idea is, if we have a caterer that can't use open flame because of local regulations or because of safety, any number of reasons why they couldn't use it, or they have a shorter event, it's under an hour, this is a great product for them. And it's called Speed Heat. It comes with the base that you see here. There's also this tray. This tray fits right down into the Speed Heat base and creates kind of air pocket between the tray and the base, so there's no damage from the heat to the customer's table surface. There are packets that are here. There's 2 and 3 for 1. We have to shake these up, place them in, and then we add these reservoirs, hold 10 ounces of water. There'd be a packet here and a packet here, and we're going to add 10 ounces of hot water. And very quickly, this is going to produce, I don't know if you remember from high school science class, water turns to vapor at 212 degrees. That's the amount of heat that's being produced.
Look at that, it's boiling in there.
And then you put the food in. So there's no ramp up time.
Beautiful.
There's no waiting for water to heat up. There's no flame. It's very safe for customers that are inexperienced with setting up chafing dishes.
Yep.
Keeps food hot for up to an hour,
Yep.
and then these can be recycled very easily. The caterer doesn't need to be there; they can leave it behind.
Yep. And what about that landfill situation with these?
Yep. These are completely recyclable.
Yep.
These are, when they are recycled, they are typically chipped and turned into other consumer products.
Okay.
Cars, garden hoses.
So we don't throw them in the trash.
Nope, put them in the recycle bin.
Recycle bin.
Yep.
And that's that.
So you can tell already this is really, really hot.
It went to 212 almost immediately.
Yep.
That's what it looked like.
If you
to
see
me.
vapor, you're at 212.
That's great. So how does this work? This is fantastic. How does this work in conjunction with, say, something like this? How does that work?
This is our delivery bag. So you wouldn't activate the packets before you deliver. You would put all your products in here.
Yes.
You can see the Speed Heat is all ready in the case, stacked.
Yes.
And then the hot food goes in, and then off you go. So the real secret is, it's not really a secret. Just like with a regular chafing dish, you want to make sure that the food is hot.
Yeah.
Not cold. You're not heating food up. You're keeping food that's already hot.
Okay.
So ideal for drop-off caterers. But we have other operators that like to use it for longer events. They replace the packets every hour and keep on going.
Okay. But just to be clear, when they're traveling out of the store with the hot food in it, you do not have the Speed Heat going.
No, it's not activated. You activate it after you set up and are on site.
Okay.
Or on site and set up.
So, because I was thinking that in terms of delivering pizza, for example, keeping pizzas hot and so forth, they're doing deliveries, one-offs out of the truck. It cannot really be.
Probably not, because you're adding water. There'll be a sloshing factor. The heat is wet. It's not a dry heat. Probably not great for things like pizza.
Gotcha. Well, there you go. I wasn't thinking about that. Great. Well, why don't we go over and talk about your lighting?
Yeah,
down
for
here.
sure.
We'll just walk down.
Yeah,
Come on down. Let's go down.
One other thing I wanted to show you. We have something called a smorgasbord. I don't know if you saw this in years past. You can get it from this end, but this is a nice thing from a visual point of view.
Yeah.
You can get it from right down here. If you want to shoot right down this way, you can see the folks.
Beautiful.
And let me show you when you're ready. You can back up and I'll walk you through this. So this is called the S'mores Maker Junior. There is a S'mores Maker Senior. Not here. This consists of a number of different components. This is the suspension ring. This is the base. So it's attractive and simple. So you could do something as elaborate as our easy for me to say, smorgasbord, or you could do a very simple presentation on a cutting board with graham crackers, chocolate, and marshmallows. Very popular with restaurants. But something like this is great for a trade show, but it's obviously really, really lovely for things like weddings and other events, corporate events and things
Very
like
clever.
that. So let me show you the can. So this is Sterno in the can, and you see this suspension ring on here. This sits right down in here. These cans get very hot, so the fact that it's suspended is important. So this is not getting on the customer's table and causing damage. So it's suspended. Remove the lid, as you see over here, and then place the roasting screen on top, and you're ready to roast marshmallows.
Clever.
Yeah.
It's a great design.
I'm paying attention to him over here.
Ready to move on?
Yes.
Let's go see Lisa. These are our friends at the Food Fair. We've been doing a booth tour for your YouTube channel, yeah?
Yep.
Yep. Super. So this is Lisa Galvan. She's our senior product manager. She's been with us for about 3 months, and she's kind of worked a miracle in that 3 months. She's put together a program called SARA, which stands for Sterno Ambiance Research Assistant. And she's going to walk you through. So what this does, I'll just give you in a nutshell, and then she'll go more in depth. What this does is it helps operators find the right lamp for their table. We start the journey at a digital level, and then it becomes very personal at the end. Personal in a good way. So this is Lisa Galvan.
Okay, thank you, Thad.
Yeah.
Lisa, yes.
So, in this, or did you have a question?
No.
Okay. So in this moment in time, we think that it's very important for people to invest in their businesses. And the most cost-effective way to do that is table lighting. It is transformative, and so we have put together a platform on our website. You do not have to download anything, and what it does is it shows you the transformation that table lighting can make in your restaurant. And
Very nice.
it simplifies the process in choosing a lamp. And so what this is it is a series of 5 very simple questions that help a restaurant operator decide what kind of lamp to choose. Maybe they're a white tablecloth operation, they're very traditional, or maybe they're formal.
Lovely, very nice.
This gauges the formality of they're not a cafe or a coffee shop. They are a white tablecloth operation. Maybe they have a lot of 4 tops. They know that they want a distinctive lamp. They don't necessarily want the softer glow or a pop of color. And what it does is it recommends a lamp for them. There are a couple of alternatives in case that wasn't quite right. They fill out this form and it goes to our team. And then ultimately it concludes with a meeting with their broker to show them the lamps that have been curated for them based on their quiz.
That's great. I love it.
So these lamps are brought into a private appointment. It's a curated assortment, and then they can pick the best lamp for their table. It takes the challenge out of picking a lamp so that it makes that investment that much easier to make.
Less chance of a hit and miss on the whole thing, and so convenient, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. And our salespeople are making the call. This isn't being shipped, and we're hoping for the best. But there's an actual consultation with one of our salespeople. So,
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so great. Well, Lisa, congratulations. Well done.
Great. Thanks, Lisa.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you want to see anything else?
You have all manners of lighting.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So we have a flameless option as well. Of course, liquid wax is probably our primary focus, but we also have a flameless option for customers that can't have open flame. If we can't get them into liquid wax, then we move them to our rechargeable. Now, this is our rechargeable set. These can stack 5 high. You can see there's 2 different options. There's a tea light option, which has kind of this old school exposed flame, and we also have this votive that has this cutout. It also has that faux wick on the inside. Wow. There are 2 different colors. Now they're not interchangeable. You buy either warm white or this is the warm white version. This is the amber. These take about 3 hours to fully charge. Once they're charged, the amber will go for 40 hours on a single charge, and the warm white will go for 24.
Okay.
It needs a bit more energy to make that warm white. So stacks 5 high.
I like that.
2 different versions that you can choose from. You can either choose warm white or amber. Really long performance. time, and a real space saver as well. So we're not taking up a large footprint, especially in urban back of the house restaurants.
That is the first thing I noticed. First thing I noticed was space saving, man.
You can save.
It's actually very attractive.
Yep, it's a nice way to go. If you don't want open flame, and we always hope for open flame, but if we can't get them to that, we have an option for them.
Okay.
So just like we talked about speed heat over there, let me show you our. We talked about speed heat, which was great for flameless options for food service. But of course, this is what we're most famous for. Since 1914, we've been producing canned heat. This is probably the closest version to our version in 1914.
And I wanted to say that in 1974, when I was in the 7th grade, I bought my first can so that I could go camping.
That's right.
And heat up water in the wild. It was beautiful.
That's right. That's right. So been around for many, many generations.
Yeah.
So regardless of your operation or the conditions you're working in, you can have hot food, whether it's with flame or with speed heat.
You guys are pretty much the leader in this department.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, no doubt about it. A long time. And this is all made in the United States?
All of these products are made in the United States. Some of our tabletop products are sourced, but most of these products are made in the United States.
And then anything else, Thad?
That's all we have.
Thad, great to see you.
Great to see you, Chris.
Okay, we'll see
Thanks.
you again. Yep.
You bet.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to talk with you about
machine.
Botrista.
Botrista.
This is like a fabulous new thing.
Yes.
A Kitchen Innovation Award winner.
Yeah. Yes.
And so, what is the fundamental difference between this machine and all other automated beverage machines before it?
Okay, so I think the best part for this machine is that you can basically make all kinds of drinks from only one machine.
Yes.
You can make coffee, you can make lemonade, tea, milkshake, cocktail, mocktail. We can make milkshake.
So let's talk about that.
Smoothies.
I mean, you could never really run stuff like milkshake, like
a smoothie.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, so that's new.
That is new.
That is new. That's what makes this thing different.
Yes.
So awesome.
Awesome.
Anything else you can tell me? So here it is in action.
Here's an action, and this is like very simple, very easy to use. You just take like 18 seconds.
Anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it. You just need to click the button, and the drinks come out.
Okay.
18 seconds. Very easy.
And so you just change up the
bibs here.
Down here.
Down
you just
here,
change that up.
Just change it. Yeah.
And
it's like all is automated.
Okay.
And you only need to clean the machine like once in 2 weeks. And you can just click the button and like it will clean it by itself.
Cleaning. There's a history of the cleaning.
Cleaning history, yeah, and it will clean by itself, and it takes like probably 1 hour to clean it.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So it's very easy for the operator to operate, and they don't have to handmade all the drinks by themselves.
Now, was I reading someplace where the guest can have an app? And they can they can order up a drink tailor-made.
Okay.
Is that not this? Or?
We will. Well, for tailor-made, I wouldn't say that we will have the tailor-made like menu for end customer right now. But we can make different menus for our customer, which is the restaurant.
Yes.
So that they can provide like different variety to their consumer.
Yes.
And in terms of the app, we can definitely integrate with POS system so that they can show it on the app, and the customer can order what drinks they want. And also, they can decide like what cup size they want and the sugar level. So these are adjustable.
That's what I was thinking about.
That's
actually.
what they're thinking about. So that's why.
That's it there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So this is adjustable.
Yeah. So for me, it would be 0 sugar.
Yes. Same here.
So would we be able to make a drink for me right now?
Definitely.
So what will we do?
Yes.
Let's do this.
So it's very easy if we want to update her.
All right.
So that's it.
So that's it.
That's it.
For you? It's really perfect. 0 sugar has a great flavor. Good to see you.
Aloha, Chris. Yeah, it's good to be here. We're here with our products from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Again, we've been in business 60 years, but been coming to the show at least 15 years now.
So we just had 2 years off, and it's good to be back, yeah?
It's really good to be back, and I think, for exhibitors and attendees. But we come every year for the mere simple fact that it's been good for our business.
Yes.
It's helped us build distribution across the country, as well as overseas. Beautiful. So it's been a good thing.
So tell us about some of the things you bring into the show here. Just
Sure.
a couple items.
Hawaii is a well-known place around the world, and we just represent kind of all the flavors of Hawaii. Our Hawaiian iced tea that I have in my hand, by the way, is really popular at the show. And, we have our coconut pudding. And Hawaii is made up of such a multitude of races and cultures.
Yes, it is.
So we reflect Chinese, Japanese, Hawaiian. So it's good. And, people's palates around the world, they're pretty global now.
Yeah.
So they appreciate, everything from sushi to kalua pork,
Yeah. And I see that here. So here we have some pork.
Yeah.
And
we have our Hawaiian, right here is our, we have our kalua pork in there, and we did some Chinese beef broccoli.
That looks wonderful.
This Korean hot sauce, we've had it a long time, but now Korean food is, big time. People love it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Right. So okay, and here's some shots of the coconut pudding.
This is our coconut pudding.
How popular is that?
Very popular.
Yeah.
It's just like Jell-O, but it's traditional Hawaiian dessert.
Yeah.
So we call it haupia,
Yeah.
and it's coconut pudding. And then of course here, everybody knows now what poke is.
Yes.
We're happily sampling it. Usually raw fish. We're doing it with tofu today. So we are the original Hawaiian poke
That's nice.
company.
And now they have some excellent plant-based tuna here, by the way.
Well, do they really?
Oh my God.
They got plant-based everything, right?
And it's really gotten better.
Oh my God.
Because all the money's pouring into it.
Someone just told me they do a plant-based Wagyu beef. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, right. Well,
How's that?
it's kind of a push, but you never know. Anyway,
Exactly.
Raymond, thank you so much.
No, brother,
really
thank you.
enjoyed meeting you.
Aloha.
And
Hey, Chris.
aloha. We'll
All
see
right.
you on the islands.
See you.
Ciao.
Come visit us.
I will. Hi, I'm with Laura, a sommelier from Finger Lakes. Hi.
Hi, how you doing, Christopher?
Great. I'm just sampling this absolutely wonderful Riesling.
Thank you.
And it just brings me back to the time I took the cruise down the Danube and had all of the great Riesling there.
Yes.
So what about this?
Oh my gosh. Well, basically, the Finger Lakes right now is being recognized as one of the world centers for Rieslings outside of Germany. So you have Germany, you have Alsace, there's a little region in Australia that's doing beautiful Rieslings too, and now the Finger Lakes are being recognized for what we do.
That is fantastic. So you have this broad variety here.
Yes.
And you're marketing to get this into restaurants across.
Yes, and retail and basically on-premise, off-premise retail. And what's so fantastic about Riesling is that you can make it in a bone-dry style, like the sparkling that we had, all the way to ice wine, spot laissé, Auslese style, and even ice wine style.
Okay.
And that's all because Riesling has this unbelievable acidity that balances out sweetness. So that's why you see it in so many variations.
Fantastic. Very informative. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And
Okay.
thank you for trying it.
And real quick before we go, the website?
You can go to newyorkwines.org.
Perfect. Thanks again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Jacob, how are you?
Doing well today. How are you?
Fantastic. This stuff looks great. Tell us a little bit about it.
We are Acme Smoked Fish. We're the largest smoked fish company in the U.S.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, we've been around since 1906. We've been in our current HQ and main factory in Brooklyn, New York since 1954.
Yeah.
We also have a facility in North Carolina, a 100,000 square foot cold smoking operation.
Yeah.
Today we have our Blue Hill Bay cold smoked pre-sliced salmon.
Okay.
So this fish originates in Chile. We actually have a facility in Portamont, Chile as well, where we buy directly from salmon farms.
So this is quality farmed salmon.
Yes, that's right. And this particular product is made from fresh raw material and held fresh. So this would be flown to North Carolina, dry cured, put into a cold smoker, smoked with a blend of North American hardwoods, it will come out and then be pre-sliced and put in these packages to be distributed from Brooklyn, New York.
So it comes up from Chile non-frozen?
For our Blue Hill Bay bulk products, yes, this pre-slice and whole Blue Hill Bay sides, they are always fresh and it's never frozen in the product. For our Acme pre-sliced product, it's typically made from frozen raw material and held frozen.
That's really nice.
That is
that's not
here,
you.
I got you.
Yeah, just wanted to say, okay.
And yeah, we carry a large line of both retail and bulk products. We sell under 4 different retail brands: Acme, Blue Hill Bay, Ruby Bay, and Spence & Co.
Fantastic.
Yep.
And they can all get the information on the website?
Yeah, and they can also look for our store finder on there. So if there's a particular product in a specific area they're looking for, they can find it there.
Beautiful. AcmeSmokedFish.com?
That's right.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Got it. Okay. So Eric and
Eric
the company
with Kalera.
With Kalera, beautiful.
Yeah.
How are you, Eric?
Doing awesome. It's been a
Good.
great show so far.
I love this. This is so beautiful. Tell us about it.
Oh, thank you. Well, what you're seeing here is lettuce that's grown indoors.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Kalera. It's the cleanest lettuce in the world. What we do is we farm vertically, so we grow food up where the people are instead of out. We're running out of farmland, and so this is solving a pretty big problem.
So this is lettuce, and obviously we can grow a variety of things.
Yes.
Right. So, and you provide seed for that for a restaurant? For a restaurant owner, and I wanted to have a different.
Well, actually, we grow. This is just a display.
Okay.
We do this in large farms around the country. Yes.
I get it. Sorry,
yes.
I thought it was a in-store thing.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we're actually changing
Yeah.
the future of agriculture and how we supply food.
That's right.
So we grow this indoors.
Yes.
And uses less land, less water. In fact, 95% less water.
And then you box it and ship it out.
Yes. So
Just like a
for
regular farm.
restaurants, hotels, hospitals, universities. We work with all the major distributors.
Yes.
We just announced a major deal with U.S. Foods.
Nice.
So we have a national partnership.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge. Yeah, I lived 20 years on the Monterey Bay, and KSPW was our television station, which means salad bowl to the world.
Yes.
But they grow all this lettuce out in the Salinas Valley.
You're right.
Yeah.
So 95% of the lettuce in this country
Yeah.
is made in either Salinas, California, or Yuma, Arizona.
Yeah.
95%.
It's amazing, isn't it?
But it's consumed everywhere else.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is we're basically growing food where the people
These
are,
things here.
eliminating the long haul trucking miles.
Yeah.
So it's days fresher, miles fresher.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I love it. So great program. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Eric.
thank you. You guys have a great show.
You too. Thanks. David Malik, owner, CEO of Gunther Wilhelm Knives. How are you?
That's me. We are doing great. We are excited to see that the market is open.
Right.
And this is a great time to be at the biggest restaurant and food service show in the world.
Well, the world is kind of a stretch, but it's definitely the biggest in the States.
The U.S. definitely.
Yeah, definitely that. And it feels good to be back after 2 years of not having this show go on.
Yeah.
So, very nice crowd today as well. So tell us about the knives. You got beautiful knives.
Thank
and
you.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about them.
The knives are, so we are a small company, and as a small company, the most important thing for us to keep us afloat is quality matter. So what we do is quality. We have, what we show here are 3 different collections. It's called the Lightning, Thunder, and Premier. All of them are top quality. They are using premium German steel, high carbon.
High carbon.
And something which is very, very important and very few people know about that is the cryogenic heat treatment. The heat treatment, when you go to minus 120, it basically bonds the molecular much harder, so it improves the rust resistance, the flexibility, the hardness, and the edge retention.
You said minus 120?
Minus 120, it's a liquid nitrogen. My background, most people don't know, but my background is semiconductor for mobile phones.
Oh.
So when I started to design those knives, I took some of the knowledge from the mobile phones, from the semiconductor, implemented into the knife business, and we created what I call a wickedly sharp edge. And this way we are sharp, we stay sharp much longer, and we got so many awards. We can have, so,
yeah.
For example...
Well, I mean, here, if I may,
oh,
here, this is a nice...
This is a very nice logo, and if you can see it, it's the White House Chef Tour.
Yeah, yeah.
So we are working with the White House Chef Tour for over a decade.
Yes.
And this is one of the logos that we are doing for them. Some of the presents, you can buy this line also on our online. So if you want to have a White House logo, you can buy it on our website as well.
Very cool. Okay, David, anything else before we go?
Yes, talking about the White House.
There he is here. How are you, my friend? It's been a while.
Yes,
you may not recognize me.
I recognize.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yep. Look at this. He's the presidential executive airlift operations. This is a White House chef.
Yep.
At one point. Yeah.
Doing good, still with the president, still traveling.
Yeah.
Doing all the good things and all the fun things, and now we have the White House Chef Tour where we go out and do our tour. And we use David's knives and Tommy from Bravo Shoes. We use his best safety shoe on Amazon.
Beautiful.
Can order them and David's knives, and it's just one happy family.
I love it.
No.
And I love you guys. So.
we love you too, Chris.
Thank you.
And one last thing, we love you.
We love you too. Good to see you guys.
Thanks,
all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That was nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Some people freak out. Video? No way. No, it's okay. Same
Okay.
thing. So it's from where and it's doing what?
Yeah, sure. So all of our... Should I start talking now?
Yeah, so this is Brew. What's the name of the company?
Indiro Coffee. Indiro Coffee. So it's a Ugandan-based company, and all of our coffee comes from Uganda, and we're working directly with the farmers there to reduce exploitation within the coffee industry.
Nice.
So we have 12 locations there, and then one in the United States, which is in Aurora, Illinois, about 45 minutes from here. We also have a roastery there as well, a couple blocks from our location. So we're just trying to reduce childhood vulnerability through coffee is our big mission.
Beautiful. And what is your position?
So I'm just a barista and a server. I came along to represent the company and kind of get some experience out here, selling our brand.
Nice. Very good stuff. So we'll put the contact information in the video down below so they can reach out to you.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, guys. It's cool. Joe, what do we got going on?
What we got going on here is we've actually taken the power of a vacuum pump.
Yeah.
We decided to do something different with it. What we did here was we didn't want to make a vacuum sealer. We wanted to make it a vacuum infuser. Okay? So for instance here, if I was to marinate, say, a protein, okay, you can see what happens to this balloon inside. It expands the protein first. Well, if it was fruit, it would actually collapse the cells, okay, for flavor.
Okay.
And then it holds it for a period of time, and then it automatically will repeat itself multiple times. But what the cool thing here is the sensors and the computer algorithms allow it to actually look for air trapped within the protein.
That's
so
amazing.
by finding that, you're actually pulling more air out, allowing more marinade to work its way in. Or as an example, say you want to do some alcohol. Tequila, alcohol. Okay. You want to make flavored tequila, cucumbers and chili peppers and tequila.
Yeah.
That takes typically 72 hours of sitting. In here, 6 minutes.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
So it increases flavor of foods by creating this vacuum environment.
Exactly, and reducing time. The idea here really is to control the liquid boiling point.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Absolutely cool.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, very nice. We're going to put the website down in the on the video, and we'll be in touch. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Okay. What's going on here? Can we ask you a few?
Square cube ice. So it's a 1.5 inch square cube, 40 grams. Meant for craft cocktails, drinks on the rocks, things like that.
Beautiful.
It's made in this machine here. So you got this running. So it's small size. Meant to be used as a supplemental ice machine.
Thing of beauty. Nice. Beautiful.
With a 1 year shelf life, without any preservatives.
I'm sorry, what was the shelf life?
1 year.
1 year?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And usually when you cook chickpeas, it lasts for 48 hours max.
Yeah.
So with the machine, we make a fresh batch of 6 pounds hummus within less than 3 minutes. So we just put the chickpeas in the right container, tahini in the left container, 1 pound tahini, 4.4 pound chickpeas, and then we add a little bit water. Boom. And then within 2 minutes and 57 seconds.
No, 1 minute and 57.
1 minute and 57? He's the inventor, so I'm not going to argue with him.
Yeah. You're not going to argue with him?
No, he's the inventor. Yeah, so, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We all love the product, and personally I like to have one in my home and just make my own different. We can make small batches and larger batches, commercial use and residential use.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a relatively large machine, but not that big.
Residential, we will develop a smaller machine, but this is more for commercial, so supermarkets, coffee shop chains.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have the contact information on the video, and they can check you out.
Amazing.
Click and call you and get the machine.
Thank you so much.
Now you should taste it.
We're going to taste this now.
It goes without tasting.
What's it? Yeah.
It doesn't go without.
You need to see his face now. See?
No, I will take it. Thank you.
It's very good.
Yeah, thank you.
It's so fresh.
It's fresh.
It's so different than what you're getting at the store, right?
That's true. They have different products to keep it on the shelf. Here, what you see is what you get.
3 ingredients. 3 ingredients?
Yeah.
Chickpeas,
Tahini and water. But as you said, we supply the tahini and the chickpeas, and God supply the water. We don't sell water. So
God,
this is
God supplied everything, but that's okay. Yeah, I get it. Beautiful. Guys, thank you. We're going to move on.
Thank you so much.
Really good stuff.
Cheers.
Food Show Channel and Food Fair Magazine.
Food Fair?
Yeah. So here you go. I wanted to ask you, you've been on our YouTube channel, which is doing quick KIA.
I already did mine this morning.
I'll do it.
Just
just a minute or two.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Yeah, well, why did you win the award, and what have you got here?
So we have our 3 awards. So our 2020 award for our KI Sphere Maker right here.
Yeah.
Kicks out 500 spheres a day. So we won that award back in 2020.
Beautiful. Look at that.
And our, excuse me one sec. Our 2021 award was our IM50 BAALM, which is our large whiskey cube maker right there.
Yeah.
So that's what we won our 2021 award on. And this year our 2022 award is our refrigerated pizza prep. So we've integrated a switch for night and day, so it will automatically throttle the temperature up just a little bit to keep it from freezing. That's the biggest issue with leaving food in overnight. So it's a front to back refrigeration system, dual zone technology. We have a controller here for the top rail.
All right.
And then on the inside we have another controller in here. We're able to fit full sheet pans in here, which is a major bonus, as well as full dough boxes. So that's our trifecta of KI awards we have.
Is this also, this is not refrigerated, right?
It is not a refrigerated top, no,
Okay.
no, just cutting board, a little bit bigger than most of the other out there, so we can actually work on it, and that's what the work surfaces really wanted.
So the real key, the killer aspect of this is the night-day mode?
Yeah, the labor savings. We used to, back in the day, we used to take these out, wrap them up, put them underneath.
That's right.
And then, the next morning you unwrap, put it back.
I actually remember doing that.
Yeah, so do I. And that's why I bring it up. Most everybody that's been in the industry has had to tear down and set up.
Yeah.
Think of the time you're saving, and you multiply that out every single day. And it works.
It's huge, man.
It's really big.
It is award-worthy.
I think so too.
I do too.
Yep.
All right, Kevin, thank you.
Hey, thank you. Okay. So how can I find you guys?
There you go. You can scan that.
How's it going?
How about a quick minute telling us why you got the award here?
Absolutely. Well, this is what we call our new waterless well. It's an attempt to take water off the line.
You know, so for many years you used a lot of electricity and a lot of water, so a lot of utilities in a steam table.
Okay.
Because typically in past years, the water is what dispersed the heat from your heater, right? So what we did is we removed the cow rod heater and we put a much gentler blanket heat that was wrapped all the way around the pan. This allows you to more evenly distribute the heat, but it requires far less energy. So we take the water off the line, and now we're taking less heat. So we're going in a more green approach, but coincidentally, it also holds food at higher temperatures for a longer period of time.
Okay.
So 70% reduction in electricity costs over the use of the product.
Wow. Very nice. Also very award worthy. Of course, all of these are. So it's a great money saving item, and it's a green item.
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Jimmy, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
You got it. And here you can see this.
Yeah.
It's the YouTube. You can keep that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good. Botrista.
Do you guys do restaurants or smoothie shops?
We are actually a product distributor.
We're going to come back here in a minute, see these guys.
What? This guy?
What did you learn? All the way at the back.
Can you turn our YouTube channel?
So there's
tell us why you got the award here today, real quick.
Sure. Where are you with?
And this is the card. You watch the video there.
Okay,
it's
cool.
out for 4 to 5 weeks. Yeah. What's it all about here?
Okay, so come on in.
Sure.
What we have is the new Plexer oven from TurboChef. So it's the first in a series of modular ovens. Okay. We have impingement. We have rapid cook. And we have convection. Okay, all separate. They can be in any order from top to bottom, or any combination. Okay. I'm doing pita bread for our hummus neighbors over there. Okay. Halfway through the cycle, it says spray. I say okay, and then we finish the cycle. Now, what's great about this is we have all this randomness and flexibility, but we've got a very simple and really well thought out controller.
It's really beautiful.
So basically, as an operator, I don't need to know what impingement or rapid cook is. All I got to do is find my product, okay? Oh, so if I want to do chicken wings, I put that in the middle, I hit chicken wings and go, okay? Then I have an automated door. So for an operator that's multitasking, this is really handy because I'll come and get the biscuits when I'm ready, or I'll come and get the chicken wings when I'm ready. You know, like at a hotel, if I'm at the bar, I'm taking money, I'm talking to customers. I'll come get this when I'm ready, or if I'm really moving fast, I'll take it and drop off the next thing I'm going to cook so I can multitask. Now, all of this is tied together with a single plug, 50 amp 3-phase, and it's ventless. So basically, all you need is a plug and a 45 inches of floor space. It's on wheels, you just roll it in and
That's
go.
just amazing. I just love it. Ventless to boot. Yeah, great.
And think of it as a vertical grill. You're taking a bunch of different appliances, putting them in all one tight footprint.
Great. Pete, thanks so much. The website for TurboChef is going to be on this video next to this.
Great.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where you are you going to
Video shot. It's a 1 minute deal.
Sure.
We just want to know what you got here for the Kitchen Innovation Award and why you got awarded.
Okay. So who are you guys?
I met these guys the other day. So you're with the Food Service Magazine.
No,
Or the
Food Fair Mag, but
Food
we're
Fair
also
Magazine.
and please scan and subscribe and hit the bell and
Yes,
comment down
your
below.
script.
Yeah, right.
Nailed it.
Beautiful. Okay, so TNS Brass, you guys, it's a huge company. I remember visiting you guys at the Hotelex in Shanghai. You guys are all over
I've
the
been
world.
there. Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
beautiful show.
Yeah.
And so, what have you got? What have you got going on here?
Yeah, so first of all, so TNS is a global company, as you mentioned. So we're celebrating our 75th year anniversary. And so a lot of good things going on at TNS right now. And this is just one of them. So this is our easy install hose reel cabinet. And so what's neat about this product is that a lot of times plumbers don't have everything they need to install the product correctly the first time. And so we developed this system to have everything a plumber needs to install the product right the first time. So you got a cabinet, you've got the riser, the vacuum breaker, the connector, and the hose reel itself. We also have the cabinet is very flexible. And so you can install it in the wall. You can install it out of the wall.
Okay.
You can have the water inlets from the top or from the bottom. If you order one with the top inlet, but the plumber actually plumbed it for bottom, you just knock out 2 holes, switch the internals, and you can still use the cabinet. So they don't have to go back to the store. They have everything they need here that's very flexible.
So really a vertical kind of system, right?
Correct.
Vertical installment system, kind of foolproof.
Yes.
It's going to go in.
Yes.
Very few things to block it.
That's right.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
That's good. Thanks.
Great.
Have a good show.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
We're just doing a quick thing in the KIA winners, our YouTube channel, and we'd like for you to tell us why you got the KIA award.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that, we added 3 special features in it compared to a normal commercial blender.
Okay.
Which is the first one is that. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Oh, nope. I haven't.
Awesome.
Okay, hold on. There you go. Automatic open and close.
That's nice.
So you should know it's ready. Once it's open up. So, and the second one is the vacuum process.
Okay.
This is a commercial vacuum blender. I mean, there is a vacuum technology in the market, but it's taking way too long to apply in commercial blenders.
Nice.
But ours taking only 7 to 10 seconds. Very fast.
Very fast.
With the one touch button, you start blending it. As you can hear, right now it sucks the air out from the containers, which give you very rich flavor smoothies compared to normal commercial blenders. Okay. And as you can hear, it's very quiet too.
It is quiet.
Because there is an air channel right there, so during the vacuum process, you pull the door inside, so you try to contain as much noise as possible, enclose it. That's why it's very quiet.
So, you're the science guy here.
No, I'm the sales guy.
So, the vacuum process really, what does it really do to the whole thing?
I mean, give you, like I said, because with air, air mixed with the air, it starts deteriorating the ingredients inside.
Okay.
But once you remove it, it stops oxidation. It gives you very rich flavor and fresh smoothies, and it lasts a lot longer.
So, I understand now. Okay, so because it's less resistance with air in the process.
Always say, some ingredients mixed with air.
Yeah.
I see. The taste is gone.
That's correct.
Freshness is gone.
Now I get it. Got it. Now I see why you want it. It's really awesome. It's a really cool product. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I leave my mask on?
Please, that's absolutely fine.
Thank you.
This, what does this do here?
Well, this is a clamshell grill.
Okay.
And are you familiar with double-sided cooking?
Well, some.
Some, okay. So how double-sided cooking works is you have heat in the plate, you have heat up here.
Yep.
You determine the gap at which these two are going to meet and the time you want to cook.
Yep.
And you would do that in a test kitchen environment and make sure that it works. So I'll do it, but if you come to the back, I'll show you our new feature.
Okay.
So there we go. If you come back here and look at this area, this is the new active compression feature.
Okay.
So you'll see a pin coming out of here. It's going to lock on this part and then watch it go down.
Okay.
Okay. And what that does is the feature means that everything is parallel down there. So whether you have one piece of product or you have a full load, you will get consistency front to back, side to side.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a small but mighty feature.
Right?
Yes.
And you can do volume.
You can do
with sustained quality.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So these grills, because you're cooking on two sides, in a small footprint, you would get a lot more product than if you had a double-sided flat grill, right? Like twice as wide.
Yes.
So you're getting a lot of product off here, and it's always consistent. So you don't have a cook, deciding if something's done or not.
It's got a timer. It's all automatic.
It tells you what's coming up.
Amazing.
They are amazing.
Yes.
Are we actually on camera?
Yeah.
Well, we specialize in brownies. Where are you guys from? Food Fair Magazine. All right.
Hi.
We specialize in brownies, so because of that, we focus on making them the most extraordinary experience that you possibly can have.
Is that right?
You have to try some and see
How
what
long
you think.
How long have you been in business?
My family's been in the food business since 1948. We've had this business since the year 2000, and we rebranded and specialized and started to expand in 2019.
And you are out of?
We're out of Ohio.
Ohio.
We're SQF certified and kosher.
Nice. And so you ship nationwide?
We do ship nationwide. We ship frozen. It's a thaw and sell. Fully finished product.
This is really wonderful looking stuff, I have to tell you.
Thank you. Did you get to try some?
I'm going to try some right now, and then we're going to go. And the name of the company is Wine Emotion.
Wine Emotion, yes. Wine Emotion USA, yes.
Fantastic. And so what do these machines do exactly?
Yes, it's Wine Emotion is a wine dispensing system. Okay, so practically it's a preservation wine system and also portion control dispensing system.
Beautiful.
Yes, we have two lines. One is for self-service for customer or guest use in the lobby of hotels. That you have a card or key room card to insert in the machine, and you have all the display with all the price for taste of glass, a full glass, and all the information about the wines.
That's something new, I think. I don't recall seeing that before.
Yes, exactly. Also, it's a color display, so you can see easily the white wines from the red wines.
So a hotel guest can come out of the room, walk down, and get a glass of wine, and go back to the room.
With the key room, exactly. Or otherwise, with a smart card or RFID card, if it's a wine bar or a restaurant.
So these units, now as far as restaurants go,
yes,
this
unit is a dual temperature zone. All our models, 8 bottles with dual temperature zone. So you have 4 white and 4 red usually, or you can use also for 8 red. And 3 portion control test of glass, a full glass. They can be calibrated from half ounce to 12 ounces, everything in between.
So the life of the wine in here, what do we have? We have a gas infusion?
Yes, we use argon gas, that is specific food grade gas to preserve the quality of the wine from the oxidation, and is in inert gas. Yes, absolutely. So and they keep the life of the wine up to 4 weeks, so 1 month.
Excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
2 days. Yes.
So no longer do you have to put fine wine in the refrigerator.
Exactly. No, and very important. Having a machine is to have the portion control, so flexibility, and also the perfect temperature control.
Yeah, this is important. And I just got back from Latin America, Central America to be exact. I love my red wine, and I go to a place and they pull it out of the refrigerator every time because the ambient temperature of the restaurant is too warm.
Too warm.
So this
exactly.
Is a perfect solution.
Exactly.
It's a perfect solution.
Absolutely. And then we have this other new model. This is for a back bar, and it's very easy to use because everything, it's all the components you use every day are mechanical rather to be electronic, so very reliable machine. It's like an hammer and easy to use, especially for restaurants that they have a lot of turnover with employees, because the machine has an electronic key. You open, simple, and to replace the bottle, just you push down the pistons, you remove the bottle, you put the new bottle up, and it's ready to go.
So these go up and down?
Yes, absolutely.
So anybody can do it?
Exactly, super simple.
Controlled pours?
Yes, you have the portion control, and also you have the setup for different type of temperatures between white, rosé, and red wines.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yes.
I'm going to get a shot of this, Connor.
And the ventilation.
This whole close up.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the temperature.
Yeah.
The temperature reading up there. And everything else.
Exactly. The dual zone, and very important, is easy also for the installation because it has the ventilation on front. So no more ventilation requirements.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Wow. I just love these things. They're gorgeous. They're
Yes,
beautiful.
it's also beautiful showcase, of the wine, especially premium wines. With the half glass, they can serve. They can offer also the flights. That is the selection of usually 3 varieties of different wine. Yes, this. Taste glass full glass with the half glass.
Yeah. Lovely. Roberto, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Buono.
Yeah.
So now you do.
Hey, Louis, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good.
So how does Oil Chef work? This is a great product. I know it's won some awards in the past, right?
Yeah, no, it's won a lot of awards. Yeah.
Awesome. How does it work?
So what this is a catalytic converter. It's made of ceramic pellets of silver and other precious metals. What it does, it reduces the rate of oxidation of the oil, so the oil goes bad less quickly. On the last day when you change the oil, your food usually takes on the color of the oil. In our case, even on the last day, the food will still look like it's day one of the oil. It's taking on less oil, so there's less calories. It's crispy because there's less moisture in the food.
Okay. So the impurities are absorbed by the materials in here.
No, so there's no interaction of material between the food or the oil or this. It really is just that simple. It's FDA approved and...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. I guess I understand that. It's pretty simple and straightforward.
It is super simple. So all you do is you put this on the heating element of your fryer, and if you boil it out, you leave it there for 3 years. It is that low maintenance. And if you want to boil it out, all you do, take the bracket off, put it in boiling water for 15 minutes, and that is it.
Okay, so that's it.
Yep.
And so this is going to save the...
It's going to save you around 50% on oil purchases. Our lowest is around a third, and our highest is 3/4. So most people are in the middle range, around 50%.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, considering the price of oil is really high at the moment, and it's only getting higher.
Right. Fantastic. Louis, thank you very much.
No, you're welcome.
Folks, this is Oil Chef. Check him out online. Website down below. Take care.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Yeah. Hello, I'm here with Chad at Ovention Ovens. How are you doing, Chad?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Let's talk about what you got here.
Absolutely. So here we have our double Milo oven. Just like all of our other ovens, this one's ventless. And if you look at the user interface here, very intuitive and easy to use. Any operator can use it. All they have to do is put the product in the oven, select a recipe, and it starts that setting automatically. So extremely easy to use, labor saving, not a lot of training needed for this. This oven really excels at fresh dough pizza. Not many ovens can do fresh dough pizza as well as this, but you can also do appetizers very well. So you can have a very large menu, ventless, and a very small footprint. So it's a perfect oven when you don't need a hood and you have a small countertop space.
You do not need a hood. That's a big deal, right? So there it is up here, this data up here. So let's talk a little bit about this air and infrared mix technology.
Absolutely. So it's very unique technology. So instead of having heating elements in the back of the unit, we actually have infrared elements right in the middle. And that's what really gives us the ability to do a great fresh dough pizza, because you're having the elements right on top, right on the bottom, and you can really get that artisanal finish on that pizza.
Awesome. So we have increased cooking time.
Yep, so for a fresh dough pizza, we're looking right around 2 to 3 minutes. So very quick, but very high quality.
Yummy and amazing. Nice. Anything else you want to add?
Comes in a lot of different colors. This is our burnt orange.
It's a beautiful oven.
Absolutely, thank you.
Have a great show. Thank you so much. how's it going?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. We're nearing the end of the show. What was your hot item here at the show today?
Well, the hot item today was the introduction of a new line of products called Chef Morrow Provisions.
Okay.
He's a celebrity chef on the Food Network.
Yeah.
He's on the show called The Kitchen, and we're introducing his line of craft jardinières.
Okay. And so this is real popular here?
Very popular in Chicagoland, and we're doing our best to branch out to the rest of the country.
Yeah.
Making people aware of what jardinière is and what to do with it.
Okay. Well, explain a little bit about the product. What goes into it?
Well, it's a blend of pickled vegetables, mostly peppers.
Yeah.
We use 4 or 5 different types of peppers: serrano peppers, jalapeno peppers, bell peppers, banana peppers, and we blend them with other vegetables such as carrots, cauliflower, celery. We marinate them in a soybean oil blend / olive oil.
Yeah.
And we bottle them with our secret spices, and we go to market.
And that's it.
Yeah, it's a great topping for all types of menu items. The most popular would be a Chicago-style beef sandwich or a Chicago-style pizza, but it's also used in eggs, omelets, steaks, salads.
It looks like you can go with a lot of things.
Uses are endless.
Great. And is there a website that we can just jump to for this?
Yes, you can go to either formella.com, www.formella.com.
All right, is that
St. Paul, Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota. You ship nationwide?
Yes.
And what's the website?
That's a great question. I think it's on one of these over here.
Okay, well, let's go look over here.
There's a business card as well.
Okay, look at that. We'll go here.
Yeah, we do mac and cheese, chilies, pot pies, taco meat, baked beans, and chicken chow mein. It's all really good.
And you had a good show?
Yeah, great time.
Thank you. So here we have a cutting machine.
Push both buttons at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful. And you have to push both at the same time.
Yeah, it's for the security reason.
For safety, yeah. Okay. And, yeah. This is a different machine.
Different machine. We give you a rice bowl machine. Basically, you put the rice here.
Yeah.
Press start.
Yeah.
We give you a rice bowl.
Beautiful.
You can make 2,400 rice bowls per hour. The sensor here, so if you take one.
2,400 an hour.
Yes.
That's quite good. That's a successful restaurant. Nice. And so these were made quickly also? The rolls were made quickly? Yeah. Good.
Do you wanna, yeah, so here's the auto supply function.
Yes.
So press and hold it. Blue light is on. Then making the rice sheet. So there's a sensor here. Sensor reads the rice sheet here.
On both sides, yeah?
Both sides.
Yeah.
Here. So once you take out the rice sheet, make another one automatically.
Look at that, beautiful.
Yep.
Because that's what takes time, is making these.
Yeah, so splitting out the rice, this is the hardest part.
That's the hardest part?
To make a roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It takes time.
So then it comes over here.
Then maybe you can put the
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Easy.
Easy.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, hello Maete, how are you?
Good, and you?
Great.
Yes.
So what you got going on here?
We have the first and only to market CBG ingredient in America.
Yes.
We have a patent on the plant. It's federally legal because after 30 years of genetic, we achieved a miracle, and we are able to have a cannabis plant without THC or CBD. Our plant does not produce it, so we don't have to remove it. It's never in the plant to begin with. So we're cooking with it. You can put it on your food, on the dressings or condiments.
So here it is. This is what we see here.
Yes. So this is the flour, and then we process it in a mash machine in Italy without any solvent, chemicals, or CO2. It's a very clean process, so we don't add any heat to it. So it's non-GMO as well. We didn't genetically modify it.
Okay.
So this is the only ingredient full of CBG that is not going to get you high or fire, because you can't trace the THC because it was never in the plant to begin with.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool. That's relatively new these days, right?
What's that?
That's relatively new these days.
It is. Yeah. It is new. You can't find this in America. This is the first and only to market. And CBG is a very powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It activates your ECS, which stands for endocannabinoid system. Okay. Yeah, and it's a more powerful activator than actually CBD. Okay. Because it's the first thing that comes in the plant when the plant grows. Is just we've achieved that the plant can grow to full maturation without ever producing CBD or THC.
Okay.
Yes. So we produce it in oil, in flour, butter, powder, sweetener seasoning. So you can have it with flavor, with no flavor. So you can add it to anything you're cooking or baking in the kitchen.
Right. And that's very popular these days. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll have your link online.
Within the last year alone, we've empowered tens of billions of dollars of bookings for our restaurant partners, and that then cascades through the local economies to have impact in all these different ways and spurs spending in our local communities. In the U.S., we have more than 400,000 partners who employ on average 16 folks each, and that's according to that market strategies study. And what we see is that we're able to provide a small piece of empowering the employment of 6.5 million workers in the food service industry, in addition to the 2 million opportunities we offer to couriers across the United States in delivering food. Every day when I go in the office, I'm most inspired by talking to operators and knowing the little piece we play in helping you to build your brand, grow your business, and hopefully achieve your dreams. And I know we can be doing a lot more, and I promise that we're working every day to up-level that experience for you and give you what you need to achieve your dreams with your brand. As I turn it over to these top-notch operators, I'll leave you with this. At Uber, our more than 800,000 merchants across the globe are in the driver's seat. We know that consumers open our app because they love ordering great food from great brands. And so our commitment to you is that we'll continue to work to build with merchants at the center and as partners in this journey. So it's now my pleasure to introduce our Restaurants in the Hot Seat panel. Please welcome our moderator, Technomic Managing Principal Joe Pollock.
Then to be the best, right? So I'm not the best at anything that I do, and I don't try to be the best at anything I do. But the more that I can stay within myself, I know this sounds really out there, but I believe it's really, really crucial and really true. When I can stay within myself and just be me, I'm the most unique thing in the world. Just like you and you and you and you and you. If we are ourselves, there is no one like us. So then we have the opportunity to see if other people want to watch us or read us or listen to us or let us sell to them, right? I mean, I'm sure there's lots of people who sell product. I mean, this is a trade show, right? We're all in an industry, we're all in business, right? So it's like, be you, and it's either gonna work or not work. And if it doesn't work, then you can move on to something else where the you works, right? Because there's nothing worse than trying to fake it or figure it out or connect to something. It's so much work too, if you're faking it or trying to. I have friends, I can't sell jack shit. I have a friend who sells medical devices. I mean, literally, he could sell me on chocolate licorice. I hate chocolate licorice. But he can convince me in the aisle if we're shopping and we're at CVS, try the chocolate, okay. I mean, he's just he's himself and he talks about it, he's so passionate. So I think, you know, if you're yourself and it allows you to connect with people, it makes it easier. And the way to do that, the way to think about it is it's better to be the only and not the best, right? If you're the only blank.
Hey everybody, Chris here. Well, that concludes the 2022 NRA Show. Comes to a close here today. After 2 years of absence, everyone was quite enthusiastic, all the exhibitors and attendees, for being back in Chicago at this great show. I want to thank you for watching the show and for sticking with us all the way through it. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you could. We would greatly appreciate that, and the bell notification. We've got some shows coming up in 2023, including the Pizza Expo in Vegas, the New York International Restaurant Show, the NRA Show again, of course, and we're going to hop over to Europe in 23 to go to host Milano, and in Italy, of course, and also the Anuga show in Cologne, Germany. Huge show, absolutely huge show. So looking forward to that. Yeah, we really enjoyed it this year. Meeting the exhibitors who were just, they just have such a passion for what they're bringing forward, and it shows. And if you don't have a passion for what you're doing, why do it, right? So it's really good. So thanks again for watching. We do appreciate it, and take care of yourselves. See you next time. Bye-bye.